Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have this position. It is white to play and win, and white's pawn is going forward in this direction to be a queen on the next move, but the rook would do anything to stop this pawn from queening or to stop white from winning the game. So guys, as always, pause the video and guess the move. Best of luck. Okay, first off, you can't push the pawn and promote because of rook to h1. If you promote the pawn like this, black would go behind the king and grab your queen, and this is actually a drawn position. And the other thing is you can't actually attack the rook like this. Again, black would just capture your pawn and win the game. So you have to find a way to promote this pawn. So when we come to this kinds of position, all you need to focus is winning the game. So that is the idea. At any cost, you have to win the game. So in some cases, you might trade all of your pieces to get a queen, right? So if all of these pieces traded and this pawn become a queen, you are already winning. You are still winning. So that is the mission. So the first move is actually kind of dumb looking move, which most people would ignore immediately, or they don't analyze that move. The move is knight to c1. So what is the point, or what is the idea of moving the knight to c1, putting the knight directly under the attack of the black rook? Well, the idea is we are cutting the rook, so the rook can't reach the h1 square and attack our king and win our queen. So that is the main idea. We are treating checkmate here, and black can't capture the bishop. We can play and make a queen, and black is restricted from moving to h1. So that is the idea. So now black is going to capture the knight. It's forced in order to see at the h1 square, as well as to the rank of promotion. And now the second move is even more crazier. It's bishop to c7. But first, let me take you back, because now some of you, why should we sacrifice all of these pieces? Why don't we play king to g2 and defend the h1 square? And on the next move, we would promote to a queen. We can't do that, but black now would capture our knight with check. And whenever we move up, black would give a check, right? So these checks would never end, and we can't get closer to black's rook because black would get behind the pawn. So that is the idea, and this is going to be even dumb for us because we can actually move to the end, but black at the end would simply get to the pawn, and now actually we can't do anything, right? So this is not a win, right? So we can't safely promote this pawn. This is just a draw. So that is what I want to explain first in order to move to the correct solution. So we sacrifice the knight, we sacrifice the bishop. This is where we stopped. So here black can capture the bishop in two ways. The first is capturing the bishop with the rook, and that way is going to be very simple. We can simply promote to a queen, and that is game over. The second thing is, what if black captures with the king? Well, the idea is we are just preventing black from getting there, as well as we are preventing this, right? We are going to go in between, and now black can't do anything, right? So we are going to promote to a queen this way. So that is the idea of bishop to c7, sacrificing the bishop, and the bishop can be captured two ways. So if the king captures, the king would block the rook from getting to the rank of promotion, so the rook can't attack the pawn, and the pawn is going to be a queen. But this is still a threat, right? So what should we do? Well, most of you would guess this. We are going to play king to g2. So king to h2 work as well, but this is the most efficient way, or they both work equally, right? So you can just do that, but if you play king to h2, you have to do an extra thing at the end. Now what you are doing is just defending the first rank, which the rook can't go behind and attack the pawn. So now all black has to do is give you checks, and you know that you can't move to any of these squares, because if you move backward, that wouldn't make any progress. Black would give you check again, and it's going to be back and forth. So if you move away from your pawn, right, from the file that your pawn is on, it's going to be giving up the pawn for free, and you are going to lose the game. So you know these two moves and these moves don't work, and this move is the same. It's going back to where you were, and this is not going to give you any progress. So you move upward, right? With the same logic, you move upward, and you arrive at this position where the rook's own king prevents the rook from giving any more checks, and this is going to be happen on the next move no matter what. So now black is out of option, and black may try to get like this, but you promote to a queen, and you know how to avoid rook checks by zigzag. So now you are completely winning the game. So this is the solution of the puzzle. So guys, thank you for watching up to this point. I will see you in the next video. Bye.